It is now easier than ever for citizen journalists to gather and produce their own news footage. Bruce Gietzen, a broadcast reporter of 33 years, shared some of his tips for broadcast reporting with the Press for People team. During live filming, Gietzen says to be honest about the unexpected.
You'll have people who'll say, interview's over, I'm done. If you hit a spot where they don't want to talk anymore, then okay, and you respect that. You hope you got what you want. You have to kind of roll with the punches, go with the flow on that, and just be honest. Don't try to make it something it's not. And people understand it's live TV.
When recording in hostile or dangerous situations, Gietzen says to be respectful, yet persistent in gathering footage.
Don't be a hindrance to police officers, but also know your rights. If it's in a public area and you're on public property, you have the right to shoot. You have a job to do, and so do it to the best of your ability, but be respectful.
Gietzen also has on-scene advice for when little information is available.
Tell me the story of what's happening. No one knows better than you because you're on the scene. A lot of young reporters will say they'll get to the scene of a house fire or some crime scene or something, and 5 minutes before they're supposed to go on the air, and they said, okay, you need to get set up, you're doing a live shot, and they'll say, I don't have any information. What do I say? What do I talk about? And they said, well, tell us what you see. You see flames coming from a house. You can see there in the background in the smoke. There's 6 fire trucks there. You just tell people what you see. You're putting them there at the scene, and then after that's over with, then you can go try to get more facts and more information.
When in doubt, Gietzen advises not to upload.
If you have any doubt of whether you should show that piece of video or say what you were planning on saying, then I would say don't push that send button. Sleep on it. Because once it's out there, you cannot unring that bell. And so you want to be careful about that, whether it's on social media or a blog or whatever you're doing for citizen journalism. If you think that it might get you in trouble or it's in poor taste, once it's out there, you can't take it back, and that affects your reputation with what you're doing. And you have to be especially careful with social media. You get caught up in the emotion of things, and you say, oh, I want to put this out, I'm going to be first. Well, first isn't always best. Accurate is more important than being first. And every professional journalist in America can tell you stories about how that can be a big mistake, to try to always focus on being first.
Let's review some of Gietzen's key points. Remember to be honest and go with the flow when live filming does not go as expected. In hostile situations, be respectful, but don't be afraid to get the information you need. When lacking information, tell the story of what you see. And remember, being first is never as good as being accurate. I'm Melanie Pace, and this is Press for People.